Welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi 2 running Ubuntu Linux with the Robot operating system as middleware messaging service. Connected through this band cable to this breadboard with electronics and fischertechnik. Band cable is connected to the Raspberry Pi. On top of the Raspberry Pi is the Serial Pi Plus board connecting to the serial cable for Minicom and HDMI cable for this monitor, which is currently inactive because I use it with VNC, and VNC is by means of a network cable that is not visible here. Also VNC on this Android tablet, and by means of this command GPIO.text, which is a file in the bash command, actually script language, and with that I can test the GPIO, and this is the GPIO general purpose input output 40 pins, and that controls through this wiring to the various things. And by means of running that file, let me stabilize the camera a bit, I can have a jolt with this motor. I can let this burn, this and this one, although this seems to be a hard cookie to have it go. Anyway, let's test this. So using the tablet, I press enter, and that seems not to go. There things go, but I didn't see anything, so let me pay some more attention. Still don't see anything, and I'm afraid I have a hard time to move that window on the tablet, so let me do it by hand. I have to open a new window. Not sure what goes on here. That's not good. I made everything disappear. Not like a magician, but it went away anyway. Oh, right. And I get a file system error, which is not good. So it seems that it goes away completely. So let's go to the screencast and see whatever I can or have to salvage. So right now this is hopefully still working, the right side desktop. Left side desktop doesn't do anything. Okay. So what is wrong here? As far as I can see, command not found. Okay. That's not good at all. That means that I have to leave this and can't write file. Okay. This is very bad. Yep, very bad indeed. I will have to reboot the Raspberry Pi. And then now it is clear that it is good that I have this Minicom serial connection running, but it is absolutely nothing doing. So how to reboot? And even this is not doing anything. Alright. Command not found. Oh, this is going very, very bad. It doesn't know power off anymore. This means that I have to pull the plug and hope that everything else is going to be just fine after I pull the after I reboot. This is not looking good, so let's do that. Right now, after putting the plug in again, these two lights are indicating power and hard disk activity, well actually SD card activity. So it is doing something, I just don't know what, because the serial terminal on the laptop is not showing anything. I've had to interrupt, of course, the VNC on the laptop, on the Android. And this is of course doing nothing at the moment. So also not really good is that yellow light right here is showing just a steady thing instead of showing things that of activity. So I might do it again and see whatever happens. In the worst case, I lose a lot of stuff, but without operating system active, it might have happened already. So let's do it. Lights off. Yes, and lights on. And this is the situation that has been for several minutes. And once again, on the Minicom serial terminal, nothing is shown. So I fear for the worst, but let's wait. Now it is booting again, but after a vain trick, or trick in vain, which is that I actually ejected, well, power off and then eject the SD card and put it in again, and then it started to boot. So now I can only hope that this is going to fix something. Whatever it will be, I have a very vain hope that this is it, or will be it. But at least it's booting again. And truth be told, look here, I can log in. So that is in itself a positive sign. And now I am actually in. This works as well. Oh wow. Even this works, but this is a swap file, which is good. I can say okay, recover, and I'm in. Now I'm quitting. Open again. Okay, swap file again. And then delete. I don't want to have that. Okay, now I'm in and it works. That is a very good sign. Now the same things with the ROS source files will have the same, but it doesn't matter. Let me start VNC. Very important. 1 going here, 2 going here, 3 for the, so that is 1, goes here, 2 goes here, and this is how it always starts. But I'm very happy for now that it actually does do something. The question is, what exactly does it do? On the other hand, I can also now put it like this and say, alright, does it work? Although the yellow LED on the Raspberry Pi is still working. So, and the whole problem started when I did that. So it may be best if I wait for it. So far, I'm afraid to say, nothing is happening. So, see, things are working, things are going. Very good. Yes, excellent. However, oops, yeah, this always comes. Do I have my path again? Yes. See, there's this. Okay. Quit. Once again, and it works. So now you've not only seen things kind of working, but also things going not the way you expected to go. And now I maybe, just maybe, can test on the bash. So let's see if this works. Yep. Once again, a little bit of motor. And LEDs, please. Yes. Especially I'm happy that this one works. But right error, yeah, I don't care. Alright, that's good. But it has taken a toll on time. So how shall we continue? Well, one of the messages that was given last time is about the GPIO class, that it didn't work out. According to sources, you should say using namespace std. I did that, but also now it turns out that the FT control is not executable anymore. So what I'm going to do now first is running catkin make. This is, by the way, the subscriber which doesn't do a thing. ROS core is working, so that's not the point. And let's run it. See if it solves anything. It's building one and the other. And there is a problem. Yeah, the data is not no such file directory, but what I'm in, yeah, it can't find the executable. So everything I did so far to get that working is failing right now for some reason. And alright, let's see. It's search path. Yeah, that should work. It works for source. That is supposed to be the case. So let's go here and then to Raspberry Pi. Oh dear. I have an FT motor SC CPP here. Yeah, okay. I have a class. Now what is the difference between this one and this one? But at least I have those. But is not finding an executable, and that's not a good sign. It goes to development. And I need to get out of here. I need to go here. So this is really strange. This is the subscriber. Why doesn't it know the publisher? So far, until probably last time, this worked. So I've gone from bad to worse actually. Maybe due to that crash that happened earlier. But for now I'm bound. This is and it doesn't even compile. Oh wait, I can solve that of course. So let's disable this and compile again. And let's see what happens. Alright, the compiler ended with undefined references. So this didn't work out at all. And yet the example that I had did it exactly the same time. So I have to study on that. And it also says that recipe for the FT control failed. Well, I did do this, so what I probably should do is removing all of this, which is easy, rather easy to do. That is one, and then that is another. Locked everything out. Let's see if I can now get the recipe back. Okay, well, that at least looks fine. Yeah. Alright. So that was the culprit. I had completely, through the crash, lost FT control. Remains the mystery of the data, remains the mystery of how to use GPIO class. And to be honest, I'm not going to gamble on that. According to the sources I use, this should be fine, so I need to find a source file that I used with the other Raspberry Pi to find out how that actually worked. In the meantime, how about this? Yeah, then back to the Android. Where I have to connect first. And the desktop comes on remarkably fast. So this means that the Raspberry Pi 2 in the beginning seriously had a problem in speed. So let's turn the camera right here and open the keyboard, come back to bash. Yeah, it's not really visible, but it is here. And of course now you can't see whatever happens, so let me turn it back. I press enter, and yes, it works with the same device or resource busy. So the same error here is what you get to see right here. But at least it works again. So that's one thing. What next? Well, that's for next time. Figure out why data doesn't want to work yet, and figure out why this doesn't work. And hopefully the crash, the full complete system crash that I just had, and which needed eject and reinsert of the SD card, I truly hope that that doesn't come back, because next time, there may be not the next time, and that would be a very big problem. And with the view on the Raspberry Pi with a working system for now, I say thank you for watching. If you like this video, no matter what happened, then please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please support the blog by making a small donation via either PayPal or Wired. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned. All information you can find under this video, including the URL of my website for all information. Also, just a little look on the tablet where I started with, and once again here. So, once again, thanks for watching. To be continued.